Hagler looking for the opening to get inside and throw those uppercuts. The weapon he used very well against Vito the last time they fought. And there it is, the jab, jabbing his way in. There you see Antuofermo holding his head. They may have clashed heads there, and I think that produced a cut on the forehead of Antuofermo. Well, Vito, well known as a bleeder, has had a problem with that throughout his career, and it again crops up here. Vito trying to win back the middleweight crown that he lost to Alan Minter. And Hagler looking for some revenge. Good jab underneath by Marvin. Hagler's jab, an excellent weapon early in this bout. And you can see he's trying to pinpoint that cut on the forehead of Antuofermo. A cut that presumably came from a clash of heads. Vito working on the inside, trying to work the body. He is not a stylist by any means. He's a rough character. Hagler still trying to establish the jab and still looking to open that cut even deeper. There's the uppercut on the inside that is Hagler's trademark. This Hagler's second title defense, and he wants it to be a good one. Good uppercut on the inside by Marvin. Pushing Antuofermo into the corner. Again the jab. One of the best in boxing. Hagler pecking away at the face and especially that cut of Vito Antuofermo. Already here in the first round, Antuofermo's face is just masked in blood, dripping down from that forehead. And they will have some work to do in the corner. These cornermen, Freddie Brown and Panama Lewis, two of the best in the business, will work on that cut. Good left hand by Hagler. Hagler is now just picking his shots. Round one goes into the history books, and for Vito Antuofermo, it's the same old, another cut. And they'll work hard to try and stem the flow of blood. A lot of activity in there as they work on that cut. It's hard to tell exactly where the cut came from. Antuofermo dabbed at his head after the two men came out of what looked like a clinch, which would lead you to believe that it could well have been a clash of heads. He's surrounded in that corner, and there you see the work on that cut high on the forehead, and the ring doctor taking a look to see whether he wants this fight to go on. You can hear them screaming that it was a butt. That's Freddie Brown. Well, what's this now? Antuofermo's not coming out. Freddie Brown is telling Davy Pearl he's not coming out. Does that mean the fight's over? That's Panama Lewis yelling at Pearl. I guess they're claiming it came from a clash of heads or an intentional butt by Hagler. This is really weird. The second round is supposed to be starting. Instead, they're in the corner. And now they complain to the officials. An unintentional headbutt. Let's take a look and see if that's true. Well, I concur. It was an unintentional headbutt. See, even Hagler will... There he's touching his head. Well, They're not happy in Vito Antuofermo's corner, but they'll let him continue. The blood keeps flowing from the forehead of Antuofermo here in the third. Not as badly as it did before, but he's still getting nailed with the jabs of Marvin Hagler. And there a moment ago you saw the uppercut. Again, the jab getting in from Hagler. Marvin relentless in his work on that cut. There it is again. There's a left hand that sends Antuofermo down. Vito hit with a good straight left hand while he was off balance. He's not hurt badly, but he was stunned for a moment. And you get a good idea of just how badly that cut is now bleeding, and it almost looks like it might be bleeding right into his left eye. So a flash knockdown here in the third, shocking Antuofermo as much as it did hurt him. It's been workmanlike for Hagler. He is just pecking away at Antuofermo, much as he did in their first bout, which unfortunately for him ended up being a 15-round draw, and Antuofermo kept his world title. Good body work by Hagler. Vito unable to solve Hagler, and he couldn't solve him early in their first fight either. Only a late comeback helped Antuofermo get the disputed draw. Right here, it's a different story early. Cuts are a real problem for Antuofermo. Marvin, a surgeon in there, using that jab on the cut. Vito has always had trouble with left-handers, with Hagler, with Minter, who he lost to twice, and those troubles continue here. Davey Pearl struggling to get the two men apart. Vito trying to maul and brawl, that's his style, and instead it's Hagler with the short pinpoint punches. And the blood keeps flowing. About a half-minute left to go here in round three, and it's been much like the first two. Hagler just doing a job. Davey Pearl still having problems keeping Antuofermo off. Hagler ripping for the body and the head. Good uppercut in the inside. Hagler uses his shoulder a little bit. That'll do it for round three. Good jab by Marvin Hagler. That's been a staple, really, for him. And there's the left hand that sent Antuofermo down. It was a short left hand. Hagler may have landed better so far in this bout, but this one caught Antuofermo just when he was off balance with his legs spread apart. That's how you get flash knockdowns, and that's when Antuofermo went down. Up quickly, but nevertheless a knockdown. Hagler boxing a little bit more now, moving Antuofermo around the ring and trying to still pot-shot that cut. Halfway through round four, and it's been the same workmanlike effort from Hagler that we've seen throughout. Vito getting more and more frustrated as this bout continues. Right now, the blood not flowing as badly as it was, but still that cut, really a bad one, looming over Antuofermo. And Hagler working on the inside, much as he did in their first bout. Defending this time in front of the home folk in Boston. Big uppercut by Hagler. He may have the best uppercut in boxing. And there you see it, graphically illustrated. Antuofermo trying to push the attack, but every time he does, eating punches from Hagler. Hagler said he wanted to punish Antuofermo, and so far he's done just that. Again the jab, again they bang heads, and Davey Pearl with a warning to Hagler for using his head. The blood keeps flowing. It's worse now than ever as Hagler wails away on the inside. And Vito getting desperate here in the fourth. They'll have major repair work to be done now on both eyes. Look at the cut over the right eye of Antuofermo. The blood is just flowing down that right eye. Now that's the cut that's really the dangerous one. The ring doctor will certainly have a look at that cut. And let's see if we can pick up where the clash of heads came in that last round. There's a good jab by Hagler. Oh, look at there. They both came in with their heads down, perhaps Hagler more so, and that really created that cut over the right eye. Now let's see what happens. Is the fight over? Freddie Brown says, Antuofermo won't go on. They may have stopped the fight, yes. Antuofermo will not go on. The cut is too bad. Marvin Hagler's the winner on a TKO. Well, they're none too happy in Antuofermo's corner, feeling that Butts caused it. Marvin and Vito and Freddie Brown debate it, but whatever. Hagler has won, and he retains the crown. And I'm sure Marvelous Marvin feels like he was owed one. He feels like he won the first time when it ended up a 15-round draw, but he wins it this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee stops the bout, the 5th round, the winner by a TKO, and still middleweight champion of the world, Marvelous Marvin Hagler.